Sophie Kinsella's Confessions of a Shopaholic. Chapter 1. Okay, don't panic. It's only a visa bill. It's a piece of paper, a few numbers. I mean, just how scary can a few numbers be? I stared out of the office window at the bus driving down Oxford Street, willing myself to open the white envelope sitting on my cluttered desk. It's only a piece of paper, I tell myself for the 1000th time. And I'm not stupid, am I? I know exactly how much this visa bill will be. Sort of, roughly. It'll be about £200, 300 maybe. Yes, maybe 300, 350 max. I casually closed my eyes and started to tot up. There was that suit in Jigsaw, and there was dinner with Zeus at Qualinos, and there was that gorgeous red and yellow rug. The rug was £200, come to think of it, but it was definitely worth every penny. Everyone's admired it, or at least Zeus has. And the Jigsaw suit was on sale, 30% off. So that was actually saving money. I opened my eyes and reached for the bill. As my fingers hit the paper, I remembered. New contact lenses, £95? Quite a lot, but I mean, I had to get those, didn't I? What am I supposed to do? Walk around in a blur? And I had to buy some new solutions and a cute cats and some hypoallergenic eyeliner. So that takes it up to 400. At the desk next door to mine, Claire Edwards looks up from her post. She is sorting all her letters into neat piles, just like she does every morning. She puts rubber bands around them and puts labels on them, saying things like, answer immediately and not urgent but respond. I love Claire Edwards. Okay, Betty, she says. Fine, I say lightly, just reading a letter. I reach gaily into the envelope, but my fingers don't quite pull out the bill. They remain clutched around it while my mind is seized, as it is every month, by my secret dream. Do you want to know about my secret dream? It's based on the story I once read in the newspaper about a mix-up at a bank. I love this story so much I cut it out and stuck it onto my wardrobe door. 2 credit card bills were sent to the wrong people, and get this, each person paid the wrong bill without realizing. They paid off each other's bills without even checking them. And ever since I read that story, my secret dream has been that the same thing will happen to me. Some dirty old woman in Cornwall will be sent my humongous bill and will pay it without even looking at it. And I'll be sent her bill for 3 tins of cat food at 59 pence each, which naturally I'll pay without questions. Fresh after all. A smile is plastered over my face as I gaze out of the window. I'm convinced that this month it'll happen. My secret dream is about to come true. But when I eventually pull the bill out of the envelope, goaded by Claire's curious gaze, my smile falters. then disappears. Something hot is blocking my throat. I think it could be panic. The patch is black with type. A series of familiar names rushes past my eyes like a mini shopping mall. I try to take them in, but they're moving too fast. Tombstones, I managed to glimpse. Tombstones chocolates? What the hell was I doing in Tombstones chocolates? I'm supposed to be on a diet. This bill can't be right. This can't be me. I can't possibly have spent all this money. Don't panic, I yell internally. The key is not to panic. Just read each entry slowly, one by one. I take a deep breath and force myself to focus calmly, starting at the top. W.H. Smith, well, that's okay. Everyone needs stationery. Boots, ditto. Specsavers, essential. Odd beans, bottle of wine, essential. Our price, oh yes, the new Charlatans album. Well, I had to have that, didn't I? Bella pasta, supper with Kathleen. Odd beans, bottle of wine, essential. Aesop, petrol doesn't count. Qualino's expensive, but it was a one-off. Bread and manger. That time I ran out of cash. Odd beans, bottle of wine, essential. Rugs to riches, what? Oh yes, the rug, stupid rug. La Senza, sexy underwear for that with gems. Agent Provocatio. Even sexier underwear for that with gems. Huh, like I needed it. Body Shop. That skin brusher thing which I must use. Next, fairly boring white shirt, but it was in the sale. Millets. I stopped in my tracks. Millets? I never go into Millets. What the hell would I be doing in Millets? I stare at the segment in puzzlement, wrinkling my brow and trying to think, and then suddenly the truth dawns on me. It's obvious. Someone else has been using my card. Oh my God! Rebecca Bloom, would have been the victim of a crime. Now it all makes sense. Some criminals pinched my credit card and forged my signature. Who knows where else they have used it? No wonder my statement's so black with figures. Someone's gone on a spending spree around London with my card, and they thought they would just get away with it. But how have they managed it? I scramble in my bag for my purse, open it, and there's my Visa card staring up at me. I take it out and gaze at it. Someone must have pinched it from my purse, used it, and then put it back. It must be someone I know. Oh my God, who? I look suspiciously round the office. Whoever it is isn't very bright. Using my card at Millets is almost laughable, as if I've ever shopped there. I've never even been into Millets, I say aloud. Yes, you have, says Claire. What? I turn to her, not particularly pleased to be interrupted. No, I haven't. You bought Michael's leaving present for Millets, didn't you? I stare at her and feel my smile disappear. Oh, bugger. Of course, the blue anorak for Michael, the blue sounding anorak from Millets. When Michael, our deputy editor, left 3 weeks ago, I volunteered to buy his present. I took the brown envelope full of coins and notes into the shop and picked out an anorak. Take it from me, he's that kind of guy. And at the last minute, now I remember, I decided to pay on credit and keep all the handy cash for myself. I can vividly remember fishing out the 4 5-pound notes and carefully putting them in my wallet, sorting out the pound coins and putting them in my coin compartment and pouring the rest of the Josie change into the bottom of my bag. Oh, good, I remember thinking. I wouldn't have to go to the cash point. I thought that 60 quid would last me for weeks. So what happened to it? I can't have just spent 60 quid without realizing it, can I? Why are you asking anyway? I says Claire, and she leans forward. I can see her beady little X-ray eyes gleaming behind her specs. She knows I'm looking at my visa bills. No reason, I said, briskly turning to the second page of my statement. But I've been put off my stride. Instead of doing what I normally do, look at the minimum payment required in order to total completely, I find myself staring straight at the bottom figure. £949.63 in clear black and white. I stare at it silently for 30 minutes, then stuff the bill back into the envelope. I honestly feel at that moment as though this piece of paper has nothing to do with me. Perhaps if I carelessly let it drop down on the floor behind my computer, it will disappear. The cleaners will sweep it up and I can claim I never got it. They can't charge me for a bill I never received, can they? I'm already composing a letter in my head. Dear Managing Director of Visa, your letter has confused me. What bill are you talking about precisely? I never received any bill from your company. I did not care for your tone and should warn you. I'm writing to Anne Robinson of Watchdog. Or I could always move abroad. Becky, my head jokes up. I see Claire staring at me. Have you finished the piece on Lloyd's? Nearly, I lied. As she's watching me, I feel forced to summon it up on my computer screen just to show willing. But she is still bloody watching me. Savers can benefit from instant access. I type onto the screen, copying directly from a press reference in front of me. The account is also offering high rates of interest for those investing more than £5,000. I type a full stop, take a sip of coffee, and turn to the second page of the press release. This is what I do, by the way. I'm a journalist on a financial magazine. I'm paid to tell other people how to organize their money. Of course, it's not the career I always wanted. No one who writes about personal finance ever meant to do it. People tell you they fell into personal finances. They're lying. What they mean is they couldn't get a job writing about anything more interesting. They mean they applied for jobs on the Times and the Express and Marie Claire and Vogue and GQ and London, and all they got back was piece of. So they started applying the Metalwork Monthly and Cheesemakers Gazette and What Investment Plan, and they were taken on as the crappiest editorial assistant possible on no money whatsoever and were grateful. And they've sat on writing about metal or cheese or savings ever since because that's all they know. I myself started on the catchily titled Personal Investment Periodical. I learned how to copy out a press release and not at press conferences and ask questions that sounded as though I knew what I was talking about. After a year and a half, believe it or not, I was headhunted to successful saving. Of course, I still know nothing about finance. People at the bus stop know more about finance than me. School children know more than me. I've been doing this job for 3 years now and I'm still expecting someone to catch me out. That evening, Philip the editor calls my name and I jump in fright. Rebecca, he says, what? And he beckons me over to his desk. His voice seems lower all of a sudden, almost conspiratorial. He's smiling at me as though he's about to give me a piece of good news. Oh my God, I think promotion it must be. He knows it's unfair I earn less than Claire, so he's going to promote me to her level or even above. And he's telling me if this grade is so Claire will get jealous. A wide smile plastered itself over my face and I get up and walk in the 3 yards or so to his desk, trying to stay calm, but already planning what I'm buying with my pay rise. I'll get the surely caught in whistles and some black-hued boots from Piet et Terra, and maybe I'll go on holiday and I'll pay off that blessed visa bill once and for all. I feel buoyant with relief. I knew everything would be okay. Rebecca, he's trusting Academy. I can't make this press conference, he says, but it could be quite interesting. Will you go? It's at Brandon Communications. I can feel my elated expression falling on my face like jelly. He's not promoting me. I'm not getting a pay rise. I feel betrayed. Why did he smile at me like that? He must have known he was lifting my hopes. Carlos bastard. Something wrong? Inquires Philip. No, I mutter. I can't bring myself to smile. In front of me, my new shirley coat and high-heel boots are disappearing into a puddle like the Wicked Witch of the West. No promotion, just a press conference about a glass at the cut. About a new unit trust. How could anyone possibly describe that as interesting? You can write it up for the news, says Philip. Okay, I said, shrugging and walked away.